To all of the MAGA cultists who just beat themselves off every day to what Donald Trump is doing with the pharmaceutical companies, please watch this video.
Why does Donald Trump think the United States is capable of so little when it comes to pharmaceutical pricing? All he's done is go to pharmaceutical companies and say, hey, guys, could you charge us a little bit less, please? And that's it. That's all he's done. Whereas every other country pays significantly less because they negotiate pricing for their entire country with pharmaceutical companies. And that buying power gives them leverage, and it means often they're paying 10% of what American consumers are forced to pay. But instead, he's just gone, guys, please can we pay some less, please? The United States is the Walmart of countries when it comes to buying power. And because of that, the US government should be paying less than any other country. Instead, he's gone to these pharmaceutical companies and gone, hey, we've seen that you're charging Ralph's less than us. Could we please have the Ralph's price? And in any other business model for negotiations, these pharmaceutical companies be like, why is that massive company only wanting the Ralph's price? Yeah, they can have the Ralph's price, but because these pharmaceutical companies have invested so much bribe money into US politicians, in 2003, the US government banned itself from negotiating pricing with pharmaceutical companies. It came into effect in 2006, the Medicare Modernization Act. And ever since then, pricing in the United States for pharmaceuticals has absolutely skyrocketed, because even under Medicare, they can't negotiate pricing to bring the price down for Medicare recipients or for the US government when it comes to Medicaid, etc. That is the reason why Americans pay so much. And under any other circumstance, it would be pathetic that is all that the US president, that's all the US president is asking for. And it is pathetic. But all he has to do is put actual legislation through US Congress. He's got the majority in the House and the Senate, and he can say, hey, we are the US, we have 330 million people, we should be getting by far the best price compared to other countries. So from now on, when you want to sell in the US, you have to sell to the US government, and we're going to negotiate the price with you. That is how it should work. And all he's got to do is write some legislation and make it work, and stop banning the US government from negotiating pricing.
And it's literally that simple. When an insurance company offers you insurance, that insurance company is able to offer you pricing for your doctor here in the United States. We're talking about the fucked up system we have in the United States here. They're able to offer you X amount for a copay to go see your doctor, X amount for a copay to go see your specialist, X amount for a copay for your medication, so forth, so on, so forth, so on, based on the fact that they pull together a bunch of people and they go to the medical facilities, they go to the hospitals and the doctors and the drugstores and the manufacturers and whatnot, what have you, and they say, we're going to bring you 150,000 customers. We want a better price. That's what an insurance company is currently doing for you. They get you the best price they possibly can by bringing in more customers. And they can only even do it in your state, because in the United States of America, you can't sell insurance across state lines, or you couldn't for the longest time. I don't know if that's has changed yet or not. I haven't kept up on that. Having said that, if we can negotiate a good price by pulling together a few 100,000 people or tens of thousands of people in a given state to negotiate pricing, imagine what we could do if we brought every single human being within the United States borders to the drug companies. And we said, no, this is the customer base. We're bringing you all of these hundreds of millions of people. You need to give us the best price on the planet, or the next guy will. And we can't even get that out of Donald Trump, who's trying to leave some kind of legacy for himself. Here's your chance, man. Here's your chance.